and today is September 12th, and I went picking peppers today, so we are going to show you some. I think I got 17 different types of peppers here, hot peppers. But we'll start off with these cherry bottoms. We're going to make these into a pepper relish. These would be relishes. And then these are purple cayennes, which turn red when they mature. But they're a nice looking pepper, and they're pretty hot, but they're not as hot as a cayenne pepper. And they're called purple cayennes, but they don't really look like a cayenne pepper. I'm not really sure why they call them cayennes, because they don't look like cayennes. And then we're off to serranos. I got a whole bowl of these serranos right here. Plus, I still got tons on my plants. All these plants out here have a ton of peppers on them. But these are these serrano tampaniquas. I'm slaughtering that word. But that's a nice pepper that a lot of people grow. And reapers. I have got a bowl of reapers here. I haven't even counted them. I'm sure there's 50 or 60 in this bowl right here. And there's probably at least 100 more on my plants. So I've harvested 20 reapers, and I haven't counted these, but I guarantee you there's more than 50 in this bowl. So I've got at least 70 reapers so far. And boy, it's an easy plant to grow and just an easy pepper to grow. Ghost peppers, my free ghost peppers. Let me get some better light on these here. Free ghost peppers, another big old bowl of these things, and there's still a ton of them on the plants that are green. And I've got a good 3 or 4 weeks left, so I'm going to get at least, I'll get more than this. I'll have more the next time I harvest. By the time I get done harvesting, it'll be more than that right there. Double that right there, easy. So we got that. We got a ton of ghost peppers here. And then we're going to go to these are my regular jalapenos that I've been growing for about, I don't know, 7, 8 years now. These seeds are 6 years old, so you know you can keep seeds as long as you keep them in a cool, dry spot. They'll grow. But these are a nice jalapeno, real thick fleshed walled. I'm going to make sriracha out of these. These are going to make sriracha, and these are giant jalapenos. You can see the difference in size here of this jalapeno compared to the regular size jalapeno. These jalapenos are giant, hence the name giant jalapenos. And they're not as hot though. They're not as hot as these jalapenos are though, but they're huge. So again, more sriracha out of that. Okay. Then we get into a regular red cayenne. These are what we've been growing forever. And we usually just make hot sauce out of this, and we make buffalo sauce, and we do a few other things. I use this to make, used to use this for sweet chili sauce. Again, I've already harvested probably 100 something of these already, 120, and I've already made a bunch of sauce already. These are a combination of 2 peppers. These are pecans right here, but these little round ones, I don't really know what these little round ones are. But these are pecans and some other ones, and they're both about equally hot. I've tried them both, stuck them in my mouth and bit them, and I'd say that they're both about equally hot. So these are little teeny pecans I grew. Probably won't grow them again. Sport peppers, and we go off to the sport peppers next. The sport peppers are weird. They just grow different sizes. None of them seem to be real, the same size. You can see right here that they're just all these different sizes and stuff. They mature at different sizes. And if people tell you that these are serranos, okay, this is a serrano right here, okay. That is a sport pepper right next to it, okay. You can clearly see that the tip of this is round. All these serranos right here have round tips on them, and all the sport peppers have a very pointy point tip here. And the color's different. They're not quite as red. The red's a different color on these sport peppers. So sport peppers and serranos, sport peppers, serranos, not the same pepper, people, if that's what you've been thinking. These are Japanese. Got a whole bunch of these Japanese here. These are really nice. These are kind of for my sweet chili sauce that I'm making. I'll be using these for sweet chili sauce. And I got a lot of these. These dry real nice in the dehydrator, real quick, real thin-walled. So I like these Japanese. They're not super bad. And then scarlets. Got a whole container of scarlets here. These scarlets are nice. I've already made some sweet chili sauce out of them. These got a really nice flavor to them. A lot of heat. And they grow really nice. Beautiful plant. And they got a lot of heat, and they taste really nice. They have a nice flavor to them. These are Cascabellas, the mildest of all my peppers. Should have harvested some already. They've been kind of trying on the plant actually here. But the Cascabellas are a nice pepper. They're about 1,000 Scoville, so they're not super hot. They work really well in I made some sweet chili sauce out of them, and it was pretty good too. It didn't have much heat in it, but it was pretty good too. These are my Kung Paos. There was only 4 of them on the plant, but there's like 100 green ones. So probably 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'll have 100 of these things that are done. But I only found 4 of them this time. But I've got a ton of them in the basement. I've already harvested probably 70 or 80 of these Kung Paos already. This is a mystery pepper that I got from Pepper Joe's. I do not know what kind of peppers these are. I have tried them. They're not very hot. I would say that the Scoville rating on these was maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of like sport pepper. I'd say they're maybe 10,000 Scoville. Comparing them to a jalapeno, they're hotter than jalapenos, but they're not that hot. They're not like Cayenne hot here. These things are hot, and they're not as hot as a lot of peppers are. But I don't know what they are. I have no idea what these things are. And you can see how big they are compared to my hand size here. It's about how big they are and everything like that. You can see what they are. But I have no idea what these are. So, hey, throw your 2 cents in on what you think they are. And then these are another mystery pepper I got from Pepper Joe's that showed up in my Kung Paos. I got Kung Paos in this plant. And I'm about sure these are what they call Horn Cayennes. Made some hot sauce out of them already, and I made cayenne hot sauce, and I made these into hot sauce at the same time, and I tried them. These are not near as hot as the cayennes here are. These make the best hot sauce. I mean, that's why Frank's makes great hot sauce. I had grown Tabasco this year, but I couldn't get my hands on any Tabasco seeds, so I would have made Tabasco sauce too. But these make the best hot sauce. These cayennes make great hot sauce. These right here make a nice hot sauce, but it's just not as hot. And it tastes different. It's got a different flavor to it. And then we got these Democas here, Del Democas, and good lordy, do I get a bunch of these things. There's probably 70 peppers, 60, 70 peppers in there. And these are hot. These are pretty nice. These are pretty spicy at about, I'm guessing, I think they're like 15 or 20,000 Scovilles. And they're pretty hot for a pepper. But I mean, plant-wise, if you want to grow a pepper that's like something between 10 and 20,000 and get a lot of them, this is the plant right here. I have gotten so many of these. I've gotten more of these than any other plant that I've grown this year, pepper plant I've grown this year. I got this many the first harvest about 5-6 weeks ago. And so I've probably already harvested off of just one bucket at least 150 of these Del Democa peppers. And they're not super hot, but they're really nice. They have a nice flavor. I've made some hot sauce out of them. It's pretty good. And that's about it. So as you can see, I've got this huge amount of peppers here. Let's see, how many do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got 16. I think that's what I counted earlier. It was 16 types of peppers here that I harvested today. And this is my second harvest this year. I have a huge bag in the basement of all these types of peppers here frozen already. And my wife was looking at these today after we harvested and just saying, we need to start making hot sauce, so, or do something with them. But we're going to do something with them starting in the next day or two. And I'm not really sure what that is. Like I said, we're going to do some relishes, we're going to do some hot sauces, going to make some srirachas out of these jalapenos here. Probably do some more hot sauce out of the Democas, not really sure. Maybe do some relish because I got so many of them. The Reapers and the Ghost Peppers, I'm going to dehydrate a lot of these right now. We're going to cut them up and put them in the dehydrator. I've already dehydrated probably 20 of the Reapers and maybe 10 of the Ghost Peppers, and they dehydrate really nice. You just got to cut them in half, and then you can dehydrate them in the dehydrator. That works really well. These serranos are going to be part of my sriracha. They're going to be used for sriracha making. Probably another hot sauce for there. That's going to be made into a pepper relish for sandwiches. This is for the Japanese right here, and the Kung Paos that I got, and the ones I've already harvested. These are for sweet chili sauce that I'm making. Sport peppers here, I've been pickling these, and I had some last night. We had Chicago dogs last night with sport peppers on them, and boy, they are hot. Even these things pickled are hot. So, Scarlets and the Cascabellas, not really sure. I've already made Scarlet sweet chili sauce, and I liked it. I like the flavor of it, so we'll see. But and as far as these go, they're not that hot. So right now I'm not probably going to do much other than string them up and dry them. They look pretty when they're dry, so we'll hang them out and dry them. And same with the these Calhoun Cayennes. I got a bunch of these already in the basement. I only got like 5 today. But that's really what I think I'm going to do with a lot of these peppers. And we're going to be getting a couple bushels of pears on Friday. So I've harvested a whole bunch of cucumbers in the last week. My cucumber plants in the back here are putting out big time. These little pepper plants, the cucumber plants have just been putting out here. And finishing the season up, that's about all I got for you now. So that's a lot of peppers, folks. I don't think I'm going to have to grow any hot peppers for about the next 5 or 6 years. But I think next year I'm going to do Tabascos. I want to make Tabasco sauce. So I know I'm going to do Tabascos next year. And Cayennes. We always grow Cayennes and jalapenos. So that's going to be about it. We'll call this video a done. But there we go, folks. That is the ghost peppers. That's the ghost peppers. Ooh. And the California Reapers. Thank you, Ed Curry, for making a stupid, ridiculously hot pepper that nobody can really do much with.